Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Thought the roads were slippery last night, or yesterday afternoon. They are a lot slipperier today. Just taking our time. Taking our time. Heading home, empty. Unloaded here, Revelstoke first thing in the morning. The load gods wanted me to do a load in Klesnikov today morning, and I punched the numbers in and did the math. Perfect running weather. Perfect weather. It would take me 9-hour drive time. The weather is much worse than that, so it'd take me longer than that to drive. Klesnikov load time can go anywhere from 2 hours to 5 hours, or sometimes I get lucky and it's less than that. If anything goes wrong, I don't make it home and I miss my flight out for vacation. So I don't ask or say no very often to stuff, but I felt like I needed to say no to this one. It was just too risky. I would then feel really I feel like a time crunch, and the chances of me, even if you're trying not to speed, I'm not going to be speeding, but trying not to drive faster than the weather conditions, when you know you got a tight time crunch, it's just going to happen naturally where you push a little harder than you should, and then I might end up upside down in the ditch. So for my safety and for my sanity for vacation, it's better for me to go home. I'm not the guy that says no to loads. I'm the guy that says yes to every load, so I think I can afford to say no once. It's pretty cool. The boss man just called me. In fact, I had just started shooting this video and I had to delete it because the boss man called me. So payday is today. Called me to say congrats. I had the highest earning payday in all the truckers the last 2 weeks. So remember how we had all those lucky runs? I got unloaded early in that last week. All of that, just everything lined up. It was just one of those unload, go, no waiting. It was one of those perfect weeks there. So I was the top earner in the company, which is pretty cool for a rookie. Still considered a rookie, so boss man's called me several times now that I'm in the top 3. And this time I was the top 1, so that's kind of cool. Shame on you, other companies I wanted to work for and didn't hire me. Shame on you. Oh, too bad you can't have me now. I'm enjoying Setco. I really am. I'm enjoying working for Setco. Really good company. Pays very fair. Good paying job. And treat you very fair. And really no pressure runs. Never gotten crap for not making a run. No pressure to speed. In fact, they pressure you very much not to speed. That's the only pressure, not to speed. Do not speed. Suggested speed limits for corners, always hit those. So great company. Well earning. Anybody looking to work for Setco, throw in my name as a reference and apply. We're getting paid 70 cents a mile loaded in British Columbia. Empty is 52 cents. We get paid to tarp. We get paid to chain up. You can do flat deck Super Bs, and you can do chip Super Bs. running the US. Yeah, oh, that trailer that rolled yesterday is still there. I just pushed it off the side of the road. Oh, it's just the container part of it. The actual trailer is gone. I'm like, what happened to all the axles? It was a container, so they detached the container and yeah, popped it back on its wheels and probably towed it out of here. Left the container there for some reason. So I'll have to tip that container back over and put it on a different trailer. I just got my jake brakes on level 1, so just barely a little bit of jake brake getting applied here. I'm not sure what the actual difference is in the engine between 1, 2, and 3 or low, medium, high. I think it's the amount of cylinders that are cut off and turned into compressors. It might be 1 cylinder, 2 cylinder, 3 cylinders. Might be as simple as that. Dispatch told me, okay, if I'm headed home between Vernon and Kelowna, lots and lots and lots of car accidents today morning, so take my time. I'm like, yeah, not kidding me, I'm definitely taking my time because this stuff is slippery. It's funny that right now where I'm driving is slipperier. If I put my wheels on the snow here like this, it is a lot less slippery. But then I'm pushing that layer of snow, so the fuel economy would go way down. But if all of a sudden I have to do a climb somewhere and I start spinning my tires, running empty, no traction on the drives. Ooh, that might be that rollover truck, maybe? There's definitely a truck parked over there and the side of it is completely smashed in. That might be the one that rolled over there yesterday. Could be. Can't remember what color it was. You guys can go back and check out that bonus video. Free Valley Gap. Kind of beautiful out here. It's not snowing currently, but maybe it's snowing lightly. That's what's giving it that fog look. Yeah, I see maybe really small little snowflakes coming down. Very, very fine snow. Almost like a snow mist instead of actual snowfall. Oh, bumpy. Free Valley Gap. Always a beautiful place. Should come kayak this lake too. Had a really good sleep last night. Yeah, I arrived at Revelstoke at 4:30 and the receivers went home at 4. So I had lots of time off there. So I filled out all my paperwork. All I have to do is fill in today. I have to fuel up somewhere, fill that in, and send it in. And then I'm good for paperwork till after vacation for work. Trucks parked all over the place. rest area by Revelstoke was packed with trucks. There's going to be like 30 trucks in there. It's like, some of you guys are locked in. Hopefully you guys really know the guy that's parked in front of you. And you guys intend to get up at the same time, because you guys are completely blocked in. Nice and slow down these hills, nice and slow. I'm going to lose control. Going down a hill, there's no way of saving it other than hitting the throttle. So if you're nice and slow, you have a little bit of space so you can hit the throttle and try to straighten everything up. And what I'm trying to do is, with jake brakes on, is always slow down before the corner and make sure in the corner I am just barely on the throttle, where everything pulls around the corner nice and easy. You want to be at the corner speed before you start turning. A little interesting tidbit: when you're driving on British Columbia highways, you know what the speed limit around a corner is going to be before you get there, the suggested speed limit. Just thought of it. I don't know if we'll find any examples. So if you see one yellow diamond in the way up ahead, see one yellow diamond, just a single yellow diamond, the suggested speed is going to be 10 kilometers under the speed limit. There's going to be no sign that says 10 kilometers below the speed limit. Right now, we're driving in technically a 100 zone, except it's variable, and right now it's 80 today. So if I see a single diamond ahead, that means that suggested speed would be 90, because the top speed on here is 100. If I see a single diamond ahead with a little rectangle underneath it, on that rectangle is going to be a suggested speed, and that suggested speed is always 20 kilometers below the max speed. So if we see that today, a diamond with a rectangle underneath, it would be, well, that's a rectangle underneath there too, but I think that's for a slide area. But if you don't know, slow down 20 kilometers. It could also mean one of those, but it's not a rectangle, it's a square underneath. The rectangle ones have the speed limits. So if we would see one of those, the speed limit would be 80. Because the maximum is 100 here. If we see a diamond with a rectangle underneath, it'll say 80 kilometers on that bottom rectangle. Now if you see a diamond, a single diamond, and then 100 feet down the road, another diamond with a rectangle underneath it, that first diamond is going to say slow. The second diamond will be a corner you're turning plus a recommended speed. That recommended speed will always be 30 kilometers or less than the maximum speed limit. So for example, if we saw a slow diamond and then a suggested speed diamond ahead, it would be at least 70 kilometers. It could be 60, 50, 40. But we know for sure the suggested speed is going to be below 70 kilometers. So slow down ahead of time until you can read the number. And if it's less than 70, hey, at least you're already at 70, and then you can slow down more. So here's a single diamond. The suggested speed around this next corner is 90 kilometers. Does that make sense? I should have picked a different place for this conversation where there's lots of corners and more examples, but this road is really well designed. The corners are not very tight, so I don't think we'll run into those examples anytime soon. The road has all these gentle corners, but maybe I'll bring it up next time I shoot a video. Who am I kidding? I'm going to be on vacation. I'm going to forget. Suggested speed is 90 for this next corner. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to have those. But if you go look at other videos, you'll see those diamonds. And other states and provinces and stuff like that in US, Canada don't follow this rule, but British Columbia follows it pretty darn close. It is a really, really good little handy rule to go by in bad weather or at night when you're driving. Night you're driving and it's raining like crazy. Follow those type of rules. And yeah, and a single diamond could mean many things. It could mean rock slide, crossing traffic, it could any kind of caution. If you see a single diamond, just slow down 10 kilometers. This corner, apparently they got lots of rollovers, so let's go 90 around this corner instead of 100. Such a beautiful world up here. Always like it. I like the weather after a snowstorm. As you can see, I still have some snow on the hood. I guess the snowstorm's gonna keep going. It's supposed to snow a lot today too, so should be interesting. I think I'm gonna let you guys go. We drove past here yesterday. If you guys remember the Enchanted Forest, I didn't bring it up, but we drove by this yesterday. It's on one of the videos yesterday. Never stopped there, but it looks like a good little tourist trap. Might be fun to stop and see what they all have in there. Probably expensive, but might be fun to do someday. Anyway, we will see you guys sporadically for the next 2 weeks. I intend to shoot some video in the next 2 weeks, but it won't be a lot. But I promise I'll update you guys once in a while. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do very short little videos. I don't have access to power. It'll be running off the battery a lot. I do have access at home, but during the day we won't have access to electricity. So we'll be out doing things in the jungle and there's no electricity in the jungle. So I think I'll be doing a bunch of short little videos, like 3-minute, 5-minute videos. Might do a couple of longer ones. I'll see if I can find some leaf cutter ants for you guys and shoot a short video of leaf cutter ants. I don't think I'll be able to get a toucan on video. That's hard to catch those nearby. See them in the background. I might be able to catch some parrots also further off, but you could maybe hear the sound. If we get lucky, we'll hear some howler monkeys. I don't know. I'll see how much of these things I can catch on video. I think we'll do at least one of the Mayan ruins. I mean, we've done all of them in Belize, so there's nothing new for us, but just for the heck of it, go and visit some of them again. Not sure which ones we'll do. We really haven't made any solid plans there. It's going to be one of those, what do we feel like doing today? Spontaneous, and I love that kind of trip where there's no pressure on, here's the schedule. We've been there often enough, we know places we can go visit. Maybe we'll go visit the zoo. There might be some cool animals there for you guys to show. Maybe, I haven't done that for a couple of years, so maybe we'll do that. The Belize Zoo is really, really awesome because it's not a traditional zoo. It doesn't show off animals from exotic places. The zoo isn't even really a zoo. It didn't start off that way. It's really just a rescue. It's an animal rescue. All the animals in that zoo are rescued animals. Animals that would have been put down. I know my uncle had a jaguar that would keep coming right into the yard. It was way too tame, and they really had two options to for safety for the kids and stuff, to put the jaguar down or to trap it, and they got the zoo involved, and the zoo came and helped trap the animal and put it in the zoo because it was one of those animals that had gotten too used to humans and was a serious danger to everybody in the village. And then there were a lot of injured animals in the zoo as well, like they've animals that will never be able to go out and back in the wild. And they're all local animals. No animals from out of the country. All the animals are Belizean animals. So if you guys ever go to Belize, hit the Belize Zoo. It's a small little zoo. Only it costs a couple bucks to get in. It's cheap. And you will see all the local animals of Belize. Snakes and leopards, or jaguars, I guess, not leopards, crocodiles and alligators and birds and all that stuff. So it's really, really cool. If you guys are one of those people that don't like zoos because of the animal captivity, this is the zoo for you, because it's not like that. In fact, I think a lot of other zoos should follow that. Stop showing off all these exotic animals and start taking care of the animals we have in the country. Here in BC, I would love just a small little zoo that had rescued moose and deer and coyotes and wolves and stuff like that. Animals that are local to us here. Black bears and grizzlies. I would go to that zoo. So yeah, I think we'll have fun. I think we will have fun. We're doing a bit of a strange flight down there. We're going to fly from Kelowna to Edmonton, Edmonton to Toronto, and from Toronto straight down to Belize. Which means an overnight flight. Hopefully I can sleep. In the past I haven't been able to, but now that I've been trucking, I think I'll be able to sleep through a lot more noise. I picked the seat right behind the engine, so I should have that same truck noise, that running engine in the ears, so should be right. Coming home, we're flying from Belize to Houston, to Vancouver, and then to Kelowna. Houston is going to be tight if that government gets shut down again. Don't have a very big window there of layovers, so we'll see. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out. So yeah, look forward to that, guys. I know I'm looking forward to it. And maybe I'll try to shoot a video every day, even if it's just a short little guy. I'll try hard. No promises. I usually get lazy on vacations and I don't shoot as much as I want to, but I'm going to try very hard this vacation to shoot the videos. So hopefully I'll see you guys on Monday. I might be jet lagged and might not shoot a video on Monday, but for sure by Tuesday I'll have some kind of video up next week. And if you guys get lucky, maybe on Sunday if I feel like it, but I don't know if I'll have my camera for the flight. Maybe I should put my camera in the pocket. Shoot a short little video while flying. Everybody around me will think I'm crazy talking to myself. I don't care. I don't know if I'll do that. So for sure look for my videos coming up next week. It might be a couple of days off here and there, but keep looking. They'll show up sporadically as we go. So just want to say thank you so much, guys, for all the support you guys are showing me online. I'm getting lots of comments, lots of subscribers. Keep up the good work. Like I love the input you guys are giving me. Very, very much appreciated. And I've been running with this new camera angle for 2 weeks now. So let me know how you guys like this camera angle after vacation. Would you guys like me to go back to the old camera angle? I kind of have started liking this camera angle more myself, but you guys decide. I'm a trucker. I'm trucking. Why not see the truck? I can't remember who left that comment in there, but that was a great comment. It's like, well, yeah, we're trucking. We should have we should be able to see the truck. So I'm going to be getting a new truck in spring sometime, after vacation sometime. And I'll maybe look at a couple of different camera angles to mount on that truck. No point of wasting GoPro mounts until after I get the next truck. So that'll be a brand spanking new truck. I don't know if it'll be an International or a Kenworth. At least that's what I think I'll be getting. It could be a Western Star too. But I'll let you guys know when I get it and do a good tour. And that, it might be late spring, who knows when I'll get that. But I'll definitely try some new camera mounts, new angles, and see if we can get a little more of the truck in, a little bit more of the gauges, and still getting the beautiful viewpoint outside. Maybe I'll have a couple of different spots, so I'll shoot different angles, different days. Oh, squirrely on that one. Holy smokes. Oh, I was doing some serious drifting there. I don't know if it looked like it in the video. Usually when I drift like that sideways, the video looks like bleh, but I was slideways. Oh, that was a slippery hill. Wow, still spinning my tires all the way up here. Whew. That gets your heart beating. And that's why you drive slow. I was going 70 kilometers an hour. And that might have just saved my butt there. If I had been going fast with that kind of a wiggle, it wouldn't have taken much more to be completely out of control. It is slippery. Okay, can you guys tell I'm excited? I love my job. That's the only downside to go on vacation. I'm not going to be driving around next 2 weeks. Oh well. Oh well, that's okay. I love driving. I know, it's sad when I'm like, do I really have to go on vacation? I'm excited about vacation, but I'm going to miss driving for 2 weeks. This is my passion. I don't know why I didn't do this so many years ago. I had to wait till I was 40 years old before I actually went and go, you know what? Forget what other people think I should be doing for a living. This is what I've always wanted to do. I don't care if it doesn't make as much money as I could with the other careers I was going along with, but I'm making good money here. It's like real good money. I'll give you an example. My payday, lowest payday I have received at Sutco for 2 weeks of work is $1,600. Take home after taxes, deductions, health, everything taken off. $1,600 is the lowest payday, and it is rare I have a payday that low. Most of my paydays take home is about $2,300 to $500. That's where most of my paydays are. This last payday, I had the best payday in the company. My take home was $2,700 and something. Yeah, I'm making good money. I'm definitely making good money. I mean, there's other jobs I could do to make a lot more money, but there's a lot worse jobs. Like it's not going to make me rich, but that's like, this is money that I can survive on. I live comfortably with this kind of money. I have the potential of owning a house someday with this kind of money. So yeah, I'm happy here trucking. It's a job I enjoy. So if you guys have one of those jobs where you just go, oh, I hate my job, don't quit right now. Start thinking, make yourself a plan. What would I really want to do? And then once you know what you want to do, then you have to start going, okay, what are the steps I need to take to get there? Basically draw 2 big circles on a chalkboard or a whiteboard or a piece of paper, 2 big white circles, whatever circles. And then between the circles, write all the things you need to do to get there. And then start working on those things to get there. Don't quit your job. You need that money to help you get to the other one that you want. And then go do it. It's a little scary doing it, but it is so worth it. Find your passion. Find a job where you have more good days than bad days. I always said, as long as you have a job that has more good days than bad days, you're doing good. That was my last job. I had more good days than bad days. Assistant manager at a retail store. I enjoyed my job. That was a good job. Definitely had more good days than bad days. This job, I rarely have a bad day. So I'm kind of pulling back from that. If you have a job that you have more good days than bad days, yeah, it's a good job, but still not your passion. Like, I don't have bad days anymore, or very, very rarely. Even when things go wrong, they're not bad days because they're all things we can work through. I know this is a long video, ranting, but I really want everybody out there to go do what you want to do. It's not going to happen tomorrow. You're going to have to work your butt off. Like I said, make that plan and then start checking off those things on that list. If you are a school student still, perhaps after high school, don't go to college and university right away. That is my biggest suggestion. Don't go to college and university right away. Take 2 or 3 years off. Find some jobs. Find things that you don't like. Man, I hated that job. I don't want to do that. Try to find some jobs that might be related to somehow jobs that would teach you skills that you could put on your resume after college and university. Go do the job you want to do. If right now you're thinking of becoming a doctor or something, maybe you can get a summer job or a job as a secretary, as an office person at a doctor's or dentist place or even a veterinary place. If you want to become a heavy-duty mechanic, go work at an oil change place for a little bit. see if it's something you really would see yourself doing it as a heavy duty. Look at the small little, beginner type of jobs for the big job you want to